Welcome to Insta Chat with the Journalist. I'm Andile, aka the Journalist DJ, and today my guest is Josiah the Disciple, a very religious sounding name. And yeah, man, today we'll be talking to Josiah, and we're gonna get to know him a bit better about his career and his music journey. He's a very special guest. He's one of the pioneers behind Amapiano, jamming to Amapiano. And this guy right here is actually one of those guys that I
Yo,
I
bro, how's it?
I hear a kid's toy there.
Yeah, I'm just chilling with my daughter here.
No, the joys of parenthood, man. It's,
Definitely, bro.
so how are you, brother?
I'm all good, man. How you doing?
I know I'm great, man. I'm great. I've been following you for a long time, and obviously I know your story. And for me, it's always amazing that Alex, the township always produces such amazing artists. So just a bit of a background. How was it like growing up in Alexandra, aka Gomorrah?
Um, can you see me though?
Yeah, no, I can see you clearly. Perfect.
Okay, cool. Um, I don't know what I don't know. It's in fact like it was just okay, you know. Not that there were too many opportunities at that time, but it was career-wise, it was moving slow. I mean, I was studying, so it was just okay. It's just that there's been like that support in anything that I want to do, you know. Because even Kukas, I even started as Majaiva. Then I went to soccer. Then yeah, I think in high school that's when I decided that you know what, I'm just gonna pursue this music thing.
Okay, that's interesting. You started in Taiwan, and I guess that's where you fell in love with music. But I think the year 2012 was the year when some of your production started, you know, going out there. So 2012, how was it like, in your career when you start seeing other people jam to your stuff and all that?
Sure, bro. Like the feeling itself, dog, it was mad. Because I mean, in I've been producing. Well, even in 2010, I was still kind of producing, but dog, in 2012, it was amazing, dog, because of like when we started, you know, like the journey from starting to produce and then people actually liking your stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, no, that's a dope feeling. So it was really overwhelming at that time because the experience was very new to me.
Yeah, I can imagine,
Yeah.
and obviously, since then you started grinding hard. But then something magic happened 2 years later in 2014 when one of the songs that you worked on was recognized by Track Source. You know,
Oh,
can you just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
tell me about that journey?
Well, the journey for a lot of people that actually don't know, I started off as a tribal music producer, guys. I was a tribal music producer by, I think that's when like Ulo the song was also at its peak, you know?
Mm.
Yeah, so that's when I also started like doing music and being hard into production. Because I actually started off as a DJ. I had the Fruity Loops in my PC, but I didn't know how to use it.
Mm.
So I
Mm.
pushed on being a DJ. You know, I started off using a PC virtual DJ. It wasn't even virtual DJ at that time. It was Auto Mix MP3. I don't know if people know it.
Oh, I remember that. Yo.
And yeah, that's how yo dog like that's how long ago it is. So I started there, and then yeah, man. When Kudo the song started being in his peak, so like I read about this guy, man. I can see he's only 18 years. He's been to Ibiza, Spain, you know. So that's the person who actually inspired the whole music production type of thing. Cause I always had the love for music, but now the production side, I couldn't do anything. But immediately as I saw that, you know what, this thing like it doesn't even have an age, you know.
Mm.
You can just start as young as you are. Because at that time, I think he was the youngest producer known worldwide. Yeah, so that's the man who actually inspired the whole move to, you know what, let me just pursue this dream. Because I've been wanting to produce, but now the ability to like lay the ideas onto the PC, yeah, no, it was showing me flames, man. I won't even lie. It was showing me flames. But you know, it was a thing that I worked on every day.
And
Yeah, it
how
was
long did you like polish the skill?
um I think right about 2009, 2010, I started there, focusing solely on production. And yeah, I can say 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
3 to 4 years
Wow,
after that.
that's amazing, man. And it shows that you shouldn't give up and you should just follow your passion. But
Yeah,
for me,
definitely, bro.
one of the most important questions that a lot of people are asking right now, because Amapiano creeped up on everybody, in South Africa. Like, it was like this movement came and then it's everywhere, and a lot of people were like, even still today, a lot of people still ask me like, where does Amapiano come from? And you being one of the guys that were like at the forefront, how did
Yeah.
this thing start? Where does this Amapiano thing come from?
Well, I know the two gents that actually started the movement. Their duo name is MFR Soul, so they started the whole entire movement. But back
Wow.
then, it was more like remixes of old songs, you know. And when I say old songs, I mean like more of your Kwaito songs. So they started it at that time, and then you could hear that the sound has a bit of an Afro feel as well as Kwaito and a deep house feel. But yo, dog, at that time it was a whole new sound. We didn't even know what to call it. Yeah, because even the word Amapiano didn't even exist at that time. We just knew, we just called it, we were just referring to each other as Antonio Shalita Pamfan. You know, that was the term used at that time. So the term Amapiano came along the way as we were busy working on the tracks, and mainly because of a lot of our tracks had like your pianos, it was more of instrumentals actually. It had your piano solos, your organ solos, and then yeah, it was straight up instrumental tracks. But yeah, MFR songs, shout out to the guys, the guys that actually started the whole movement.
Okay. Wow, shout out to MFR Souls, man, for creating such a monster of a movie. But when now, obviously you guys kept in touch. I assume you guys, are friends, colleagues, you work together, and then you work on the sound. But when did you decide that, what, actually I want to start doing Amapiano like full time, and leave Afro House, give Afro House a break or leave it?
I think it was then when I started hearing the sound that they were doing, because of me producing like tribal beats. I was not really far from what they were doing. All I needed to do was just add more chords instead of strings, and your tribal sounds.
Okay.
Yeah, so
No, dope, man, dope. So sorry to cut you there. I think there's a bit of a delay in the network, but it's fine.
yeah.
So and then you guys started another monster movement called JazziDisciples. Like, how did that start?
Well, that started, man, two guys from Kasi. We were both, how can I put it? Well, how the movement started now was that at a lot of places, DJs were being booked a lot in Alex. But now the thing is, there was a lot of DJs being booked, and then the time slots were like 30 minutes. So what we decided was that usually it's either I play after him or he plays after me, you know? So that's when we decided, you know what, let's just fuse our sets. If we are booked in one lineup, we'll fuse our sets and just make it an hour. Yeah, so that's how it started. So at that time, the mixing, the track selection, dog, like it was on point. So that's when, we decided to, you know what, let's just continue this route. So that's when the name also started being alive, JazziDisciples.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's dope. So you guys were like, you know what, man, we want to play longer. This 30 minutes thing is not going to work. you beat the system by saying, "Give us an hour, cause now we're a duo." You know,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
you know,
at that time, we didn't even have to even ask anyone. I mean, it's my 30 minutes, it's his, so we'll just both make it an hour.
yeah, you know, that's dope. And then when did you guys decide that you know what you're gonna make music together now? You know,
I think that it was 2 or 3 years back. Yeah, 3 years back, just to be precise. That's when we decided, as we formed JazziDisciples, that you know what, this is the route that we're gonna take.
yeah, man. And you know, you guys, you know, made hit songs. The whole country fell in love with you. And a lot of people, you know, have been asking me to ask you, like, you know, then why did you guys decide to leave the community and go solo, you know?
We didn't leave the community, but what happened is that I just wanted to solely focus on like my solo career, including like the other music production that I do, because I don't solely focus on piano, you know. So for me, it's all about exploring the entirety of music, what it really has to offer, you know. So there's no fights, there's no anything, guys. In case you wondered.
Okay, guys, so he cleared up that question, guys, so please stop asking. So it's very interesting when you say that, you know, you 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 don't just, you know, so if right now we see Amapiano is big and, you know, people expect a lot of Amapiano from you, but you know, your latest stuff, you know, like your project, okay, it's not really Amapiano sound, you know, it's something different. Do you identify as an Amapiano artist or yeah, actually let me just put it like that. Do you identify as an Amapiano artist?
Well, from the space that I am right now, I don't regard myself as just I'm a piano artist or producer. I'd like to call myself just a producer, straight up, because I produce different hip hop, Afro-tech, uh, Afro pop. You know, you name them, dog. There's no genre that I can produce. That's just how it is.
That's crazy. While we're still on the topic of tech and all that other stuff, like, what do you think is next after Amapiano, in your opinion?
In my opinion, hey, that's a bit of a tough question, eh? But I think you know that Sanel musician type of style.
Oh, Sanel makes magical music.
Yeah, bro, he does beautiful music. I'm just assuming. I'm assuming it might go a bit on that direction. If it doesn't go back to hip hop, I don't know.
Interesting. I like asking that question because, you know, obviously as an artist that's on the ground, you know what's brewing, you know the stuff that's on the ground that might not be on TV, you know, and stuff like that. But yo, man, you know, you just released, like, you know, a beautiful project with Bullshit. And you know, you guys are, the synergies are such amazing, the chemistry is amazing, the music that you're making, you know. How did you guys decide that, you know what, instead of doing one or two songs, let's just drop a project together?
Well, we decided on the first track that we worked on together. It was on my album titled Spirits of Makoela. The song was called Imbizo. So as soon as we recorded the track, I released it, and then I heard some more of her music, you know, and it really like that lady really has a voice, dog. I won't even lie. So I just felt more that you know what, she's been, I don't know, I on my end, since I was producing more of Afro pop at that time, it was an idea that you know what, let me try her on one of my Afro pop songs and see if she can kill it as well, you know. Then only to find out that you know, like Afro pop is actually her background. You know, Amapiano is like part of her journey, but Afro pop was her main background. You know. Yeah. So yeah, no, she killed it. I think our first track that we did is called "Wanna Give It All." She also released it on her album. So yeah, after that we did another one. It's also on the album titled Umbuso Mnyama. The song is called SMS.
Oh, okay.
Bro, after that
That's
track, I just knew right away that I'm gonna produce this entire album with her.
Okay, that's that's dope. And you know, my favorite track by you guys is Inyembezi. Obviously, just like you know, a lot of people like it.
Yeah.
Um, and you know, it's obviously like you know, not your usual party lyrics. It's actually kind of like a motivational song. So, what space were you guys in creatively when you made that? When you made Inyembezi, Inyembezi.
Uh,
Sorry.
okay, I think for this part, I just want to speak for the entire project, not just in Nyambezi alone. So it was more of trying to give hope to the people, you know. So that's
Mm,
why if you listen to a lot of songs, it's not really your party songs. There's specific messages that we're trying to put out there for to people, you know. Don't give up, you know, like in Nyambezi as well, pansi. So no matter the struggle, dog, life really has to carry on. Pick up yourself and get it going.
mm, mm. And that's a very important message, especially now since you know the whole world, you know, has been what we've been going through, especially here in South Africa, people losing their jobs and that, you know. And I feel like
Yeah,
that's is really, really gonna inspire a lot of people to just, you know, pick themselves up and you know and just carry on, you know.
yeah,
But
most
yeah,
definitely, bro.
you've been hard at work, you know, during lockdown, you know, you dropped like 2 projects in a space of a month, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, and Spirits of Makoela, you know, I can just, by the title, I can tell that that's a very personal project to you. So, you know, what inspired Spirits of Makoela?
So yeah, it is really a project that's close to heart, dog. So if you can even hear the music, it's not just any other like ordinary Amapiano sound that you can hear, you know. So the idea behind all of this was to try and fuse a bit of my tribal background, you know, with where I am right now. So the first track to the seventh, yeah, till track 7, that's like the journey of where I'm from and where I am at the moment and where I'm going, you know. So that's why you can on those tracks, on those particular tracks, you can hear a bit of tribal, and then you also hear like an Amapiano feel with the lock drum, and then those signature Amapiano sounds, you know. And then the rest of the tracks, my main aim was to also cater for the you know the hardcore piano heads. There's hardcore piano heads who don't even like vocal Amapiano. They just want instrumental.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's just trying to balance between the two.
uh, you know, and how you know, like I always feel like the Amapiano lock drum, you know, that's what made the sound popular. And I guess the guys that follow like the deeper side, like the original Amapiano, you know, they feel like maybe it's commercial now. What are the conversations like in terms of like the movement? Do people ever tell you, you know, you guys are selling out because now, you know, you're making radio songs? What's the conversation there? Is there such a conversation in the Amapiano movement like that? Because I know it's there on in Deep House.
Yeah, well, honestly, there is a conversation like that. It's been brewing at the beginning of this year. Actually, there's been you know rumors talking about it. So the rumors are saying that you know like this vocal piano is boring. They want the original instrumentals, you know. But then when Amapiano is now commercialized like this, bro, everybody's honestly trying to make that sing along song, you know.
Mm, mm,
Because again, instrumental tracks, it's hard for them to actually get on like get any airplay and stuff.
mm.
Yeah, so the main idea behind all of this is to really try and commercialize it while the piano movement is still alive, you know. So that's why we bring in things like vocals and maybe sing along chants just to keep it going and also be able to play it on radio.
Mm. And it's very, very commercial right now, you know. John Bully Gate is here, it's making people go crazy. There are challenges, you know, uh, John Bully Gate challenges. So, you know, it's a beautiful space, and, you know, you guys are really, really
Definitely.
making sure that the movement, and I hope that, you know, those guys that want the instrumentals only can understand that, you know, it's also a business that needs to survive, you know. So, and then what have been some of your challenges, you know, ever since you started this career path of music?
I think one of the challenges that I've had, a lot of upcoming artists would resonate to me. The challenges I faced is actually, you know, when you subawel a feature with someone very big, but then you've seen one of their tweets somewhere saying that, "Hey, this piano, that." So now you get skeptical to actually ask the person, "Yo, bro, oh, yo, sis, can we work on a project?" You know, because I mean, even myself, till this day, there's people that I want to work with on my upcoming album. But now, because of the certain sound that they're doing now, I'm not really sure if is it gonna be possible, are they gonna be keen, or what? So yeah, I think maybe that's like my biggest challenge, just getting the right features on like a song. Because of, again, you don't just want to make a song just for the sake of it. Well, I'll speak for myself. I don't believe in just making a song for the sake of it. You know, there's songs like that, and then there's songs that you have to sit down and it should make sense with the beat. You should think of the specific person that will align to the song or your idea behind the project. You know, so those are like the most of the challenges that I'm facing currently.
And who's your ideal like feature on a song? Like which artist do you see out there, whether local or international, doesn't matter, that you would like, yo, if we can get this person on a song, they will make your year.
Yo, Msaki talk. Msaki, bro. See if we can get him Msaki. I'm done for the.
But it should be easy for you, man. I mean, you're big, man. You know, I'm sure she knows your work. Like, you know, I'm sure you can make it happen.
Yeah, I'm sure I can make it happen, dog. But you see, hence I said that, you know, with the sound that she's doing, she might be, I don't know, bro. You know, there's still people who feel certain way about Amapiano, regardless of the fact that it's big now, it's popping or what, you know. Yeah, but I'm open to actually trying her out and just hollering in the DMs or in the emails and just see where it takes us.
Yeah, no. Msaki, if you watch this or if you're watching, please make the pods happen, you know, because I think she's also a very artist. I think she can write to anything, you know.
Yeah.
So look, man, you know, I don't want to keep you here too long, you know. 30 minutes is enough for us to catch up. You've been very busy. We appreciate your work. We love the music that you're dropping.
Thank you so much, bro.
Someone just asked us, can I live with you? DJ Festival Tonic. Why do you want to live with me?
Bro, no, not now. Not now. Right now, dog, I'm living with my family. So yeah. As soon as I get like a 5-bedroom, I'll arrange something.
Yeah, guys, he's a family man. Come on, man. So yeah, man. Is there anything that you want to announce that, you know, you want your fans to know about that I maybe didn't ask?
Well, a lot of people on the socials have been requesting for SOM Volume 2, and it's coming, guys. I'm still working on it. I'm still finalizing my features. And also, Msaki, please do the pods. If you ever see this, please make my year. 3 months to the Horifele month, Nova Fit. You will it true. Is it? Yeah, it's 2 months now.
3. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. And thank you to everybody that's watching. If you just joined this interview, I'm gonna post it now on the wall. Hey, bro, thank you so much for your time, man. And yeah, good luck with your future project. Let's catch up, you know, sometime when you're dropping more stuff. No?
Yeah, we'll definitely do. I'll hit you up as
next.
soon as something is on the pipeline.
All right, next. Sharp.
Hola, bro.